everyone, it's Jenny here from ND Matters. So today I wanted to do a video about using AI as a neurodivergent adult, because I think it's a really, obviously it's fairly new, but I just think it's a really interesting topic, and there's a lot of kind of pros and cons, I guess. So I wanted to sort of talk through those for a little bit. I know for lots of neurodivergent people, it can be really, really helpful. And there definitely are some benefits that I can see. Something that springs to mind are things like kind of reducing overwhelm when you want to start things, start tasks, figuring out, prioritizing sort of what needs to be done when, what's most important, that kind of thing. Something I use it quite a bit for is helping with wording, with kind of emails, messages, that sort of thing. And it is a topic that's particularly tricky. So say it might be putting a boundary in place or something. I'd probably panic about how to do that. So I might write what I want to write first and then put it into ChatGPT and see what it comes up with. So yeah, it can be useful as well. Some people find it useful for sort of processing things after diagnosis. I know on a few Facebook groups that I'm in, some people will almost use it as a bit of like a counselling service, in terms of kind of, you know, putting in what's going on in your life and stuff. I suppose I have used it for that. My really bad one though was using it for medical things. So if I've been to the doctor and had blood tests and there's a load of medical jargon which I don't understand, it's a really bad idea, to be fair. I'll copy and paste it into ChatGPT and be like, what does this really mean? But yeah, so I don't know if you'd call that a pro or a con, but it's available. Obviously it's always there. So if it's the middle of the night, you can use it. I used to talk to my ChatGPT quite a lot in the middle of the night because I've got like jumpy legs. It was caused by a medication I was taking, but I couldn't sleep. Then I was getting up and having a bath at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I talked to ChatGPT, obviously, you know, mainly about that and to see, you know, what I could do and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I don't have that issue anymore. So, but yeah, the fact that it is sort of always there for you, I guess could be a pro as well. I guess the cons, if we want to think about them, there's a massive risk, I think, of over-reliance, and sort of trust as well. So, and I'm definitely guilty of this myself, in terms of sort of the ease of use, you know, thinking about things like social media, stuff like that. I don't know if people have noticed, but, and I'm including myself in this as well, but I don't know what to do about it. There's a lot of voices on Facebook or on whatever else, other social media, and they all sound the same. They're all saying no fluff, no pressure, blah, blah, blah. They're all saying it's not this, it's not that, it's blah, blah, blah. And it's a bit like, oh, it's the same voice, isn't it? And it's, I don't know. And like I said, I'm including myself in that because it is so easy to just go on ChatGPT and go, you know, make me a load of posts about this, that, or the other. M dashes, oh God, I hate them. I didn't even know what they were called before ChatGPT. The line things, it loves them, doesn't it? Absolutely loves them. And I hate them. Well, I used to use them before, but now I won't use them anymore because it was like, well, if I use that, people will think that I'm using ChatGPT all the time. Yeah, and I sent an email the other day, like a automated thing, and I'd noticed that I put a spelling mistake in it, and I was pleased. I was like, well, I actually feel quite pleased because it shows that I'm human and I've written it, which is weird because that's not something that you would have had to think about before. But yeah, I think there's also that thing around masking as well, isn't there? So lots of people, neurodivergent, ChatGPT for things like scripting or praising things in terms of like wanting to fit in. And I think there's a danger there as well of that kind of, well, it's masking, but you've turned into this ChatGPT voice that we're seeing everywhere at the minute. So yeah, that's definitely not a pro. I get it. I get the you know the pull towards it, especially around things like scripting, replies, having some sort of go-to lines that you can have. But again, it's that over-reliance sometimes, isn't it? I think as well, sort of using it in place of things like community or like relatable support from peers, that kind of thing. Because you can start to really just like believe everything it says. So yeah, I don't know. And I suppose the other thing as well is like things sounding confident when they're not necessarily right for you. So trying to sort of um just spew out what ChatGPT has said to you, even though you might be thinking, oh, I don't really know what that means, but it makes me sound good. So yeah, I don't know, but I'm just dead interested in what other people think as well, because I definitely see the benefits, like I said, but I can also see the issues with it. And for me, I feel like they're mainly around everybody turning into this same voice. I don't know, because it's the first thing I do. It's the first thing I want to do when I go, right, I'm going to start this project, get on ChatGPT. I want to do this in this way, blah, blah, blah. Because obviously the more you use it, you get good at sort of prompting it and stuff. But what shall we do? Shall we stop? Shall we stop using it and go back to using our actual brains? Like, what's a good balance? I don't know. I don't have an answer. Like I said, I do try to write whatever I want to write first sometimes, and then I'll put it in, and then I'll get ChatGPT to sort of tweak it and stuff. But yeah, I'm just interested to know people's thoughts on that, because like I said, it's dead interesting and it's really good, and it's also really bad. So where do you stand on it?